Guys, just wanted to do a quick update for Build Network. If you've been on our channel, you know this is a network marketing company that we've been in now for a couple of months, not too long. And this is something that long term we're going to be building over the next several years. This is not going anywhere. It's not like the typical platform you see on our channel that is, more short term, 6 months, 12 months, sometimes 3 months. This is something that's going to be around for years and years and years. And so if you followed some of my other videos, you know this is a high ticket program. By high ticket, I mean that there's big commissions that you can earn. For example, the average commission on solar, residential solar, is $7,000. So could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. But if you're out there helping somebody switch over from their utility over to solar, which by the way doesn't cost them a thing and actually helps them save money, so it's an easy conversation to have. Imagine saving somebody money on a bill they're already paying, right? It's not like you're trying to sell them on something that they have to come out of pocket. They're already paying for their electricity. All you're saying is, look, if it doesn't cost you anything and we can lower your electricity costs, not only short term, but over the long term, over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And oh, by the way, having panels on your house increases your home value. If you're able to sell it faster, just in case you move, there's tax credits that you can qualify for depending on what state you live in, et cetera, et cetera. There's a whole plethora of benefits. So it's an easy conversation to have. But going back on topic here, you can make an average of $7,000 if you're out there helping people switch over from their utility over to solar. Now, if you just want to refer people, right, and you want to kind of just introduce homeowners to your mentor, right, to your trainer, they'll do all the work. They'll do all the presenting. They'll answer all the questions. They'll follow up with it, all the way to install, and you get 50% of the commission, right? They get 50%, you get 50%. So $3,500 average is still a lot of money, right? Especially if you're not doing any of the heavy lifting, right? All you're doing is making the introduction. All of that just to say, one of the things that attracted me to this company, aside from the timing, it was a new company. I know the owners. Just positioning and timing was key. I like the fact that people can make money here without building a team, right? Because typically in a network marketing company, if you want to make some big money, you need to have thousands, if not tens of thousands of people on your team to make any type of significant money. With this, you can make, if you're the one closing the deals, $7,000 average. If you go do one or two deals a month, you're making a pretty significant six-figure income on a part-time basis, right? And that's without building a team. Now, of course, if you build a team, there's overrides and bonuses and different things that you can qualify for. It's always going to be beneficial for you. But there's people in this company by themselves, not even building a team, have no intention of building a team, no desire to, and by themselves, they're making a pretty sizable income. On top of that, we now can do commercial solar, which is just a whole other stratosphere of money that you can make. They also have security, home security, right? Um, so that's another thing, right? And then they also have Rain, which is their water filtration system. That's a company they partnered with. That's also high ticket, right? Because you can make an average of $1,000 to $2,000 helping somebody with that product. With the Brinks, you're making anywhere from $400 to $700 helping somebody helping somebody get their home security set up. And of course, like I said before, the residential solar side, an average of $7,000. But that's not what this video is for. In this video, I want to talk about the residual income side, because typically with companies that have a high ticket model, there isn't an opportunity to earn residual income, right? And vice versa. Typically, with companies that have a residual income component, there isn't the opportunity to earn high ticket commission. So with this, they kind of married two models, right? The high ticket plus the residual side. Of course, they have different products that enable them to do that. But I'm going to talk about the subscriptions and the residual side, because again, they're right now in the process of going international. One of the reasons they're able to go international is they have two products that they're bringing on that are going to be contributing to the residual side. One of which is a travel product, which we'll talk about on another video. But it's badass. It's pretty awesome. And then they have another service, which I don't think I'm even privy to talk about at this point. But here over the next couple of weeks, they're going to be going international with that. Now, if you're in the US, obviously we have a couple of things that you can, utilize, right? On the residual side, we have the Smart Money Club. By the way, this will be available to international members as well. We have the Smart Money Club. We have Build Rewards, and there's stuff they're adding to this subscription. They're going to be adding a bunch of stuff. The value proposition is going to be insane. So let me kind of take you through. That's the average income that you can make per sale, right? I want to talk to you about the residual side because again, residual, I mean, it's good that you can make upfront money, big money, but once let's say for example, if you close a residential solar deal, you make an average of $7,000. Well, now you got to go find the next deal, right, for you to make another um, commission, right? Which again, that's not a bad thing. That's just the way it goes, especially if you're good at getting referrals. Like for example, if you came to me and you helped me switch over from my utility company to solar and you saved me a bunch of money and it didn't cost me anything, and you asked me, hey, who else would you know? I'd give you my brother, my cousin, my neighbor. I give you 5, 6, 7, 10 referrals, right? It's not a big deal. So once you learn how to get referrals and you're going to get trained how to do that, finding sales isn't going to be a major challenge. However, there's nothing like residual income, right? Doing the work one time and building a book of business, building a subscription, building a membership base that are on subscription. You can earn residuals every single month in, month out, year in, year out, and build yourself a nice residual, right? Because again, if you have residual bills, shouldn't you have residual income? That's something we always talk about in the presentation, right? You have residual bills, should have residual income. Most people have what we call linear income. They go to work, they get paid. They go to work, they get paid. They don't go to work, they don't get paid. Or if they're on, commissions like a real estate agent or something like that, or some type of insurance agent, they work, they get paid. They work, they get paid. They don't go to work, they don't get paid. They get sick for a week, they get sick for a month, God forbid, they get injured, there's a death in the family, or they just want to take a vacation and just disappear for a couple of weeks. They don't get paid. When you have residual income, you can disappear off of the face of the planet. That residual income will still continue to come. And that's powerful because, like I said, you have residual bills. Like, God forbid you get sick, right? Or God forbid you get into an accident, your mortgage company, your rent company, your car note company, your cell phone bills, they're not going to say, okay, let's pause these bills for a while until you get better. They're going to continue to come, right? And that's why it's hard for people to get ahead when they have linear income because they're paying residual bills. We say, build yourself residual. You're going to work anyway, right? You're going to work anyway for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Why not build something, right? Why not invest your time and energy into something that could potentially give you a residual income that'll pay you continuously down the road, right? That's something that I saw early on in my career when I first got into this industry back in my early 20s. They were talking to me about residual income. I never heard of it, but I was like, man, that makes sense, right? If I'm going to work anyway for the next 4 or 5 years, why not work at something that'll pay me continuously forever, right? Or at least theoretically forever, right? So again, let's talk about the residual side. Now, a couple of different components to our subscription. Again, this slide is going to get revamped, right? Because again, we do have new subscription, new services being added to the subscription, but we have financial mastery, business mastery. These are like people go to hotels and spend $4 or $5,000 for a weekend, right? To learn from someone that's licensed or someone that is knowledgeable about financial mastery and business mastery. It happens all the time. Here, this is all included inside of the subscription. We also have a travel discount. Now, this travel discount service here, this is our US based service. We're going international, and the international travel service is going to be 10 times better, right? Obviously, people in the US are going to be, they're going to have access to that as well. And then there's also retail discounts, which we've talked about before. Build rewards, we'll talk about that here in a second. But here are just some examples of residual income subscriptions. Just so you know, we're not the only company that's utilizing this model. There's a lot of companies that utilize this model. There's Netflix, right? Which you pay $10 a month. There's Amazon Prime, which you pay $15 a month. There's Spotify. $12 per month, right? With Netflix, they have 282 million monthly subscribers. That's $2.8 billion that they're bringing in revenue. That's residual income to them, right? Amazon Prime, they have 200 million monthly subscribers. That's $3.4 billion a month that they're taking in. Spotify, 246 million monthly subscribers. That's $1.1 billion in monthly revenue to them, right? It says here, wouldn't you have loved to be at the beginning of these billion-dollar companies and get paid on all these subscriptions, right? All we're doing is we're putting you in the driver's seat where you can build a subscription, like a membership base that is paying a monthly subscription and you get paid a residual income. Here's the cool part. You don't have to go out there and get all the customers, right? You might have to initiate the process and start the process, but if you understand how leverage works and how networking works and how your group can grow, several levels removed from you, regardless of what you do, you can build a pretty sizable membership base. Like I've built in my career, customer bases of tens of thousands of customers. I didn't get those tens of thousands of customers. Maybe I got a few, but then those few got a few, those few got a few, those few got a few. Before you know it, over a time period of several years, and of course I was working, right? We had thousands and tens of thousands of customers that we were getting paid a little bit of a residual income on, right? That's how this thing works, right? And if you've never experienced before, you may not be able to wrap your head around it. But we can teach you how it works, right? We can help you with it. Anyway, this is the Smart Money Club subscription, financial mastery. There's credit repair. You're going to learn about credit building. There's tax planning, how to be your own bank, tax-free retirement. These are important things that you need to know, right? Um, like nobody out there is teaching about tax-free retirement, right? Or tax planning. This is important information. There's also the business mastery side, right? Business structuring, establishing corporate credit, access to capital, good debt versus bad debt. Um, like, there's still people in business who don't have an LLC, right? It's wild, right? People that have a business and they're using their own personal social security number, they don't understand the power of having an LLC, right? These are all things you're going to learn on the business mastery side, right? So again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot you learn with that membership, right? So essentially, wouldn't it be great to finally master your finances so you can improve your credit score, eliminate your debt, and retire financially free? We also have something called Build Rewards, right? This is part of the subscription. You get access to 50,000 plus restaurants, 150,000 plus retailers, travel providers. You're able to save money, right? When you book travel, book a hotel, car rental, cruise, movie tickets, right? Theater tickets, amusement park tickets. When you shop online, you're looking to buy a laptop, phone, clothing. I mean, just look at all the things that you buy on Amazon, right? Well, if you go through your membership, you can see if there's a savings, right? And again, you're not going to save like thousands of dollars on one transaction, but if you use your membership over the course of a year, these little savings add up because the average annual savings per subscriber is up to $3,500 a year, right? Could you think of what you can do with, that $3,500 a year? I mean, you could maybe set it aside for your savings, you know, invest with it, buy more crypto. I don't know, right? Uh, but you're going to spend that money anyway, right? So here's the referral marketing side. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This just shows you an example of how a team can build out, as I mentioned before, regardless of what you do. Let's say you go out there on month one, you get 2 subscribers. Month two, those 2 subscribers get two. Month three, those 4 subscribers get two. You have 8 on your third level. It's just a two who get two who get two example. You can see over the course of a year, you'll have almost 8,200 subscribers. Now, you didn't get those 8,200 subscribers. You initiated the process, right? But two who get two, who get two, who get two, over time, you can build a nice size subscriber base. Now, is it going to work perfectly like this? No, right? Okay, this is in a perfect world. It's going to be two who get two, who get two. You might have people on your team that don't do anything, but then you might have people on your team that do a lot, right? So it evens out. My point here is, again, you don't have to go out there and get all the customers. You get a few who get a few who get a few, and before you know it, you have a nice membership base, right? So here's just an example, right? On our $99 a month subscription, which by the way, You refer four. We have a program called You Refer Four, You Pay No More. So once you refer four people, you don't pay that $99 a month subscription anymore, right? So essentially, you have an overhead free business. But look at this. Let's say you go out there, right, and you have two teams that you're building, your left team and your right team, right? Your the two sides of your binary. Well, if you have 10 active subscribers on your left side and 10 active subscribers on your right side, you're what we call a builder 500. That's a $500 monthly residual income. Um, Again, not going to retire off that, but hey, you found $500 on the floor. Would you pick it up? Of course you would, right? If you found $20 on the floor, you'd probably pick it up, right? This is money that's coming to you month in, month out. Let's say your team continues to grow from there. 25 active subscribers on your left, 25 active subscribers on your right. You're what we call a builder 1000. Now we're at $1,000 a month residual income, right? A little bit better. Let's say your team continues to grow. Why is your team growing here? Because you have people on your team that want to get to Builder 500 themselves, and you're going to help them. You have people on your team that are trying to get to refer for and pay no more because they don't want to pay their monthly subscription anymore. You're going to help them. So you have people just duplicating what you're doing, wanting to hit the different rank and levels that you're hitting, and by doing that, your team is growing. So you have 55 people on subscription on your left, 55 on your right. You're a builder 2000. Now you're at $2,000 a month residual income. Okay. And I don't care how much money you make, $2,000 a month residual income. Who wouldn't want that? Right. Like we do very, very well in our businesses, right? Very well. But hey, you give me an opportunity to earn an extra $2,000 a month. I'm going to go for it. Why? Why not? Right? It's $2,000 a month in residual income. Right? And by the way, this is income you can count on because again, this company's not going anywhere. It's not going to rug pull or disappear tomorrow. This is a solid company, okay, that's going to be around for years and years and years to come. Builder 4000 when you have 115 people on your left, 115 people on your right. Now you're at $4,000 a month residual income. That's almost $50,000 a year in residual income, which means if you don't do anything, you still make that money, right? By the way, this is in addition to the high ticket commissions, right? Off of solar, off of security, off of rain, off of all those other things, right? And oh, by the way, there's a matching that you can qualify for, right? And these are matching bonuses. We're not even going to talk about that. We're just talking about the monthly residual. It can get pretty interesting, right? Last example here, Builder 8,000. If you have 240 people on your left, 240 people on your right, that's $8,000 a month in residual income. That's almost a six-figure income annually, right? Residually, right? That you might say, well, 240 people on your left, 240 people on your right. That's a lot of people. Yeah, might be, right? But last time I checked, $100,000 a year is a lot of money, especially if you're making it residually, right? You're not showing up at a job or clocking in or putting in certain hours or 50, 60 hours a week. That's residual income because you built that customer base, right? And our comp plan allows you, if you continue to grow, again, not overnight, but over time, you have 10,000 people on your left, 10,000 people on your right. That's $250,000 a month in residual income. Not everybody's going to get there, but it's possible, right? They're giving you the opportunity, right? Like for example, when I first saw this industry, they were telling me that as a 20-plus-year-old kid, right, still in college, they were saying, hey, you can make a six-figure income, right? I didn't know if it was guaranteed or not, but nobody else was giving me an opportunity to make a six-figure income. So I was like, man, just pass me the ball and let me run with it. I might not make it, I might not do it, but if you're going to give me an opportunity, that's still better than me working at my $7 an hour job or whatever it was back in the day when I was a kid, where I had no, there was no, they weren't offering me a six-figure income over there, right? I was limited. I just said, man, just give me an opportunity for an unlimited potential, and I'll run with it. Whatever I do with it is up to me, right? That's what we're saying here. Not everybody's going to get to 250,000 a month. Not everybody's going to get to 10,000 a month in residual income, but you'll have the opportunity to do it, right? And we'll give you the support, we'll give you the services. And again, I want to emphasize this is in addition to the high ticket commissions. Like for example, if you're out there making $8,000, if you have 240 people on your left and 240 people on your right, do you think some of those people will know homeowners? that would want to switch over to solar. You know, some of those people that might have like a brother or sister or cousin or neighbor or best friend that has a home, right? That they're paying X amount of dollars for electricity. If you can save them money on it, they'd want to hear about it. Of course, they're like you're gonna get solar sales as a byproduct, right? As a side effect. It's just gonna happen. It's just that's how it works, right? So again, the potential, the income potential is crazy with this company. It really, really is. And again, the fact that we're going international here over the next couple of weeks, it's just phenomenal, right? It's a phenomenal opportunity. So get ready for that. But anyway, if you want to get more information about this opportunity, I'll leave a link down below you can check out. Feel free to hit me up. I'll answer any questions you might have. Or post your question underneath this video. I'll do my best to answer it. But yeah, check this out. Again, this is not a quote unquote crypto program, what you normally see on my channel. This is it's a solid opportunity, using different services. But I forgot to mention, they do have a service that they're coming out with that does pay out in crypto. So that should be interesting as well. Anyway, check this out. I'll leave a link down below. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.